Okay, fellow syncretists, just a real short video. I'm in San Felipe, about an hour north of Leon, of Guanajuato, which is the previous vid I just did. And look what you have here in a small town of about 20,000 people. This is what, it's staggering. Staggering, man. Tartaria, right here. Look at that bell on the top. Look at that tourist field on the top there. That is a resonator that resonates DNA frequency, human DNA frequency, spherical. That's why the sphere is so important, and that's why we live in a sphere, not on a spinning globe. We live in a sphere, a torus field. Massive doors, massive. Look at that, look at the balustrading up there. All this detail, look, what for? Really? Because this is the natural harmonic way of building buildings. Right here in the middle of Mexico. You reckon the Europeans came here to do that? Do it, let's make these really nice Romanesque, Greco-Roman buildings for these poor indigenous people who are just picking their nose and scratching their bums all over Mexico. And we'll just help them, won't we? See this? You will see rocks in Egypt like this, in Greece, in Rome. And how old are these? Look at that, man. They cannot be aging of a few hundred years. It just cannot be. It's in there as well. Look, it's even in the protected parts. There's aging. This is clearly. Look at these beautiful courtyards. This is a gem. This is a gem. I would love to live here. I'd live here in the courtyard of the Lord any day. And there is the Lord, Jupiter, Zeus, Thor, Odin, Osiris, Horus, Tonatiuh, Ometeotl, Quetzalcoatl, Viracocha, Jesus, Moses, Buddha. It's pretty much all the same thing. It's not if you want to get really, really particular, because there are 7 differentiated electrical energies in the electromagnetic spectrum. Therefore, there are 7 archetypal lords. That one I just showed you is Jupiter. It is also the sun. It's a mixture of the two. Christianity is Jupiterian and solar, but here's the trick. It's also Saturnian. There's a lot of Saturn in Christianity. There's a lot of Venus. And I wish we could go in here. What's going on? Oh, yes, we can. All right. Oh, okay. This is in the middle of nowhere, man. This is a desert. San Felipe is a desert. Look at this. Whoa. You know how blessed I feel to be in these buildings? I just feel so good. Because I like things that are done to endure. I like that feeling. I like the fact that look at this. This is a little chapel. All right. Oh, wow. And there's the Lord Jesus, Jupiter, Zeus, and he is standing on the torus field that he made. He made the world. He made that torus field because he is Tor, Jupiter. Jupiter, Zeus, Jesus, the master and Lord and principle of form. Saturn and Rhea. Saturn is Chronos, time, and Rhea is area, space. Time and space are not things. They can't do anything. They are sterile. That's why Jupiter had to be born of Zeus and castrate his father. And there he is, and he made the form of the body, which is in the shape of the T. The cross and the human body are the same thing. It's just telling you that we've been crucified by coming here and having our five senses limit us. We've been limited, we've been crucified. This is the most amazing small cathedral I've ever seen in my life. Imagine the wealth that the indigenous people had here, that the conquistadors came and took to Rome. They plundered Mexico, especially the Aztecs and the Mayans. For some reason, they really went after the Aztecs and the Mayans. There's so many tribes here. There's Zapoteca, Mixteca, Chichimeca, Olmecs, the Nahuatl. It's all, but the Aztecs and the Mayans in particular. Oh, look what we've got here. As usual, guess who owns this place? Guess who owns this church? Let's have a look at this corporate logo, shall we? Ah, yes, the Jesuits. I've been pointing this out in all of my Tartarian videos, folks. That's the sun on top there. As you can see, that's the sun. And it's 12 rays. And then up there, there's the monstrance of the sun with 64. 64 rays is the perfect tetrahedron, torus form. It's beautiful sky blue, the color of the third chakra from the top of the head. Obviously that blue, that's interesting, that blue is coming out more in the camera than it is. Glorious. Holy Mother of God. Blessed may she be the Virgin of the heavens. Okay, there's St. John. Okay, I would say that's St. Luke with the bull. I know that others beg to differ. Others would say that the bull is St. Mark, I think. I think it's St. Luke. Luke is Taurus. That's my theory. What's this one? The eagle, Scorpio. That is Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew. That's Aquarius. That is the Gospel of Mark. And then there's Leo, the lion. And that is the Gospel of John. That's my theory. And the reason I say that is because the four big planets, Sun, Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn, the masculine planets, the four big boys, they all exalt in the cardinal signs. The Sun exalts in Aries, and the Sun is Lucifer, the light bringer. Therefore, spring is the Gospel of Luke. Lucifer, Luke, Skywalker, Lucy in the sky with diamonds. It's all the sun. Dorothy on the yellow brick road. The yellow brick road is the ecliptic. Dorothy, Dorado, means the golden one, the sun. Therefore, the sun exalts in Aries and ushers in the spring, the Gospel of Luke. Cancer, Jupiter exalts in Capita. In Cancer, ushers in the summer. Jupiter is the Lord of summer, and hence John. Jupiter is John. Gospel of John. Libra, Saturn exalts in Libra. Saturn is Ma'at, Matthew, Ma'at of the Egyptians. And so it's the Gospel of Matthew. And then Mars exalts in Capricorn, and that's Mark, the Gospel of Mark. And therefore that's Aquarius, because Aquarius follows Capricorn. So, and Taurus follows Aries, therefore that's why I think the bull is Luke Skywalker, the Son of God. Vulneratus est propter iniquitates nostras. My Latin is not giving me what that means, but I would say vulneratus means vulnerable. Est is you are. Propter would mean propensity. Iniquities is iniquities. And nostras means ours. So, is that asking the Lord to forgive our iniquities? I don't know. There's some very beautiful murals there, guys. Look at these windows up there. In the naves, the navel, the naves, the navels of the temple of God. Ain't nothing wrong with Christianity and churches. Ain't nothing wrong with Islam. It's like there's nothing wrong with knives. If you want to go around killing people with knives, then there is something wrong with that. But you cannot blame the knife. So the same is here with these churches. These are edifices these are symphonies, these are musical symphonies. Architecture is like music. It is glorious. What else have we got around the corner? Oh, bad tower, good tower. Naughty tower, good tower. Electricity, magnetism. Simple. And these are just Taurus fields. There's another Taurus field. It's all Tauruses. Let's have a look down this street. Oh yeah, that's pretty. This is in the middle of the desert, man. San Felipe of Guanajuato. It's supposed to be a violent state, Guanajuato. My partner didn't come on this tour. She stayed in San Miguel de Allende. Because she's sitting in there in that hotel that you saw yesterday in yesterday's video. And she's just twiddling her thumbs while I'm here enjoying all this with a couple of people. Just a few people turned up. So I'm glad because I get to just... Sí, ok. No hay otros edificios de mostrar, solo este, ¿no? ¿Es una catedral? Sí. ¿Viste dentro? Sí. ¡Qué hermoso! Hermosísimo. So I'll just take you to this Tartarian. Look at this Tartarian footpaths. There you go. You think they'd do? Really? You reckon modern day man is going to really just? They do this. They do this, but they're not going to do the whole town. This is ancient. This is the way they used to do things because they had better building techniques and technology. Now they've got cranes and stupid machines, whereas before they had oscillators, like mercury vortex, anti-gravity. They could just assemble these stones just by punching in some numbers in a computer, and away it goes. The machine just, sonically they just levitate these rocks, and then they put them in place without manhandling. No slaves. You don't need slaves to make these. This is old. Here you've got the year 1810, and this is for el distrito de San Felipe dedica este monumento al padre de la patria. Secura Miguel Hidalgo. Hidalgo. Okay, Miguel Hidalgo. en el primer centenario de la proclamación de la independencia nacional de septiembre. So they had their independence in 1810. But definitely they would have just put that, they would have just, so here's another date, 1909. So this looks like this was from the time of the Zapatista movement. ¿Zapatista cuando vivió? ¿Zapata?
Independencia.
¿Ah?
Zapata es la revolución y esta es la independencia, cuando se independizaron de España.
¿En esta fecha aquí o esta?
1910. 1810.
1810. Okay, so this is the date when they became independent from Spain. This is the date. ¿Qué es esta fecha?
1909 fue cuando hicieron el monumento.
Okay, so that's when they made this monument. Quote unquote. Of course, that's bullshit because they would have made it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, if not thousands. Isn't that beautiful? In the middle of the desert. Nice chemtrails.
Estos hoyos que ves ahí son
Lovely chemtrails. ¿Cómo?
los hoyos que tiene, porque aquí pasó también la revolución, pero la revolución fue en 1910, no en 1800. 1810 la independencia.
1810.
Independencia.
Sí.
1910 la revolución, y cuando fue la revolución aquí hubo disparos, o sea, y los hoyos que se miran son los disparos, las balas que se pegaron ahí.
Okay, so you can see bullet signs of bullets. They shot at this monument with bullets, and you can see all the little bullet holes. That's interesting. But there you go. Look at that. Look at that. That's Tartarian, clearly. Look at that wood, those wooden doors. You know, this is all the detail of Tartaria. And there's another colonnade. Have a look at that one. That's very nice. Ancient as well. Beautiful parks. Everywhere you see these beautiful parks. Everywhere. San Felipe of Guanajuato. Guys, I'm telling you, it's just staggering and incredible. Dime, ¿vamos a comer aquí o vamos
No, vámonos de una
a
vez.
Ojuelo?
Sí, ya estamos
Vámonos.
45 minutos.
Vámonos, porque yo voy filmando la calle.
Okay.
Mientras. So what I'm going to do, I've decided we're going to leave here. We're going to head for Ojuelos, which is only a half an hour north of here, and I'll do some more filming. No hay nada de comer, comprar, nada.
Pregunté y nadie me supo decir si había un restaurante. Y en el restaurante se le dice pues que si hay, pero no, mejor en los pueblos ya, directo.
Okay. Ojuelos es más grande, ¿no?
Sí.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go. There you go. Beautiful little town in the middle of nowhere, man. We traveled about an hour in the desert, thereabouts. I saw a lot of mezcal, maguey plantations, a lot of cactus and prickly pears. The whole countryside's full of prickly pears, man. They call it nopal. And I had some nopal today. It was delicious. Bad tower from the 5G. It's everywhere now, isn't it? All right, so we're going to hop in the car. And we're just going to do a little bit of filming. Okay. All right, just to show you